What's up guys, it's actually Jackson here, and today we're going to uncover something that's been going on in YouTube for a while now, but I haven't uncovered it, I haven't heard of it until like literally last week. As you've read of the title of the video, today we're going to be unpacking the entire suitcase of the fake animation stories. Some of you guys may have heard such channels as Share My Story with 2.1 million subscribers, My Story Animated with 2.5 million subscribers, Actually Happened, which is in all caps by the way, so it must have actually happened, right? This one has 3.7 million subscribers. It uploads an animated video every single day. Yeah, I'm not an animator, but I think it takes more than a day to animate a story. Okay, here's this one which the thumbnail looks like it came straight out of the Jungle Book. Well, let's take a look.
A long time ago, I found a little baby monkey on the side of the street. His mother was nowhere around, so I decided to take him home with me.
So hold on, this man straight up just abducts this monkey for no reason, it's not even his.
We were really poor, so to feed him, I had to starve myself. But he kept growing bigger and bigger, which meant he needed more and more food. I was getting so thin, I was close to death. I heard a knock at the door. So I opened it up, and there was my monkey friend again. He was holding 4 bananas and gave one to me, one to my sister, and one to my mom.
Okay, not only did this man literally take all the bananas to himself, literally, his hand goes out and it's the same exact hand every single time.
One day, he came back with a little gold necklace. It was beautiful. So the next day, I gave it to a girl in my class named Ananya. She was even poorer than we were. Her mother had died, so she had to work as a maid for my evil classmate Champak after going to school all day.
So this random guy and girl that are introduced to this story, this keeps on going on between them. They're this girl's like a servant to him. And, he keeps on, she's like a maid. Just watch this really quick.
An idea. I'd train him to steal from Champak's home. Maybe he'd even find some valuable stuff to bring me. To train him, I hid a fake golden wristband around our house. Anytime he found it, I rewarded him with a little bit of chocolate.
How does this man get chocolate? This man's in a poor family. This man, can't even afford food for himself, and then somehow he just gets this chocolate bar and they feeds to his monkey.
He jumped from the wall onto the house and went in through a window. I didn't see the monkey for several minutes, and then I heard a scream coming from inside the house. I was getting nervous, but then my monkey came back climbing down the wall, and he was carrying a gold necklace with a beautiful stone. He gave it to me, and I stashed it in my pocket. I started running toward home, but my stupid monkey went back inside Champak's house. While I got home safely, my monkey didn't make it.
So they basically just forget about the monkey, just screw him, right? They take the jewelry, they buy a house for their mother and sister, they invite the other girl that was a servant or whatever into their house, and they live happily ever after.
And came home with 60,000 US dollars. That's a huge amount of money in my country. It was enough that my mom and I could buy a small house. We invited Ananya to live with us for free, and she seems a lot happier since she became a part of our family. At last, I want to thank my monkey friend. Thanks to him, we can live a comfortable life.
They make a memorial at the end for the monkey to make the video more shareable, of course. It's just and it's clearly, this would never happen in real life. Okay, and here's this story that says, I became a millionaire at age 17. Let's take a look.
I grew up in an average family. Me, mom, dad, and 2 of my siblings weren't remarkable in any way, but we were still happy and got along with each other. That is, until my father died.
Okay, we're not even 10 seconds into the video. So the father died, and then his arms fall off. I mean, as you guys know, if someone dies, their arms just commonly just fall off. I mean, the mom doesn't care, apparently. She just continues to wash the dishes with a smile on her face.
Twin brothers were barely 2. I can only imagine how horrified my mother was. 3 kids, no work experience, no degree, and no one to help her out. All of my grandparents died long ago. She didn't give up, though.
I mean, I especially appreciate this scene where the mom is, applying for a job. She hands her resume to the boss, which we clearly know is the boss from this giant boss sign in the background. The boss takes it with his weird mutated hand. Like, seriously, what is that? Anyways, he takes it, he puts it up to his face and, like, smells it. Like, he just, like, takes a whiff out of it, then throws it into the garbage. As you do. As you do.
By the time I turned 10, there wasn't enough money to pay the bills anymore. The people from the utility services cut the heating to our apartment. The weather was frigid, but the winter had barely begun.
This scene, like... So the utility services drive up, and the guy just... somehow just teleports into the house with his utility man powers. Like the car's not even stopped yet. Like the guy's already walking into the house with his giant pair of scissors. The frustrating thing about it is he doesn't even use them. He just puts his hand up and turns off the heating. Why are you even holding scissors?
I skipped school since helping my mother was more important. The thing I unexpectedly succeeded in was working at a local market. After standing behind a counter in bitter cold, I got pneumonia. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. The important thing was discovering I had a knack for trade.
Okay, once again, the rest of the story is just so fake, I just can't. This girl gets pneumonia trying to sell her things, or as she likes to call it,
Pneumonia.
but apparently that doesn't affect her with all the symptoms of pneumonia, like fatigueness, stabbing chest pains, coughing up this, like, green stuff, that doesn't affect her at all. She sells her, like, boxes or whatever those are, for $100 each, with literally $100 bills right there. She gets all this money from the crab that she sold, and then she gets fitness center, she gets nutrition shops, and she gets a house for her mom and brother, and lives happily ever after, right?
Today, I am 19. I own the best fitness center in our town and several sports nutrition stores. My dream has come true. My mom is an amateur florist. We sold our old flat and used the money I made to buy a small house with a huge backyard. It has plenty of space to keep my mom happy. I plan to open a flower shop. I figure other people will be as delighted to see my mom's flowers as we are. My brother's studying a good school, and soon they will apply for prestigious colleges.
And the reason they get away with this is they claim that they get these stories from their audience. You can read this paragraph that they made, or they supposedly made, because this really looks like an AI computer created this. But if you guys can't tell, this is clearly repetitive content. These two stories go by the same exact process. There's this kid that comes from a poor family. Something happens to them. Either they start a business or something, magical happens where they find a monkey, maybe. I don't know. They get all this money from their thing that they do, and they give the money back to the parents, or buy a house in this case for the parents and their family, and then they live happily ever after to get a moral end to the story to make the video more shareable, of course. And it barely surpasses YouTube's guidelines. YouTube says don't make repetitive content or exaggerated content. But again, these videos get away with it by saying, oh yeah, we get these stories from our viewers. First of all, how many millionaires do you have in your audience? There's so many millionaire stories out there, I can't. Second of all, what person writes in that their monkey gives them a bunch of food and then they get rich? What kind of story is that? I feel like this is just something to talk about since it's so crazy, what what this is happening. By the way, shout out to Andre Turbea, an actual animator that actually reviewed this topic. That's where I got some of my ideas from this video from, so shout out. But thank you guys for watching this video of Action Jackson. If you guys liked it, smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button, guys. Smash the subscribe button. Okay, as I'm recording this, me and Jesse are tied with subscribers. I don't know who's gonna have more whenever this video goes out, but as I'm recording this, me and Jesse have the same amount of subscribers. Go down there and smash that subscribe button, guys. So that's pretty much it. So, okay, bye. Stay action. By the way, it actually is Valentine's Day whenever I'm about to upload this. So, happy Valentine's Day to you guys, and stay action.